people will be barren women. Stretch your tent curtains wide. Do not fall back. Do not fall back. Lengthen your cords. Strengthen your step. For you will spread out. To verse number 3. Let us believe and pray. Baba Mungu, katika jina la Yesu Kristo, ni mara tena tumekuja mbele zako kukupa sifa, utukufu na heshima zote. Ni kwa sababu ya usiku pamoja nasi. Tuomba Bwana pamoja nasi. Tuomba Bwana. Ninashuka kwa miradi that I have to stretch that is needed out of me. Out of me. Kwamba kama for us of Esther, the Bible says, when Esther's word were reported to Mordecai, he said back this answer. I believe most of us knows the story, whereby it was during the time of Mordecai, and Esther was told that he was the only person who could save him. And to point number 2, for me to be in life, it needs me to come out of my comfort zone, or to be stretched wide. We have to come out of our comfort zone, whereby we are going to look into the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1. 1 Samuel chapter 1. From verse number 6. 1 Samuel chapter 1 from verse number 6. The Bible says, because the Lord had closed Hannah's womb, her rival kept provoking her in order to irritate her. Verse number 7. This went on year after year. Whenever Hannah went up to the house of the Lord, her rival provoked her till she wept and would not eat. Verse number 8. Her husband Elkanah would say to her, Hannah, why are you weeping? Why don't you eat? Why are you downhearted? Don't I mean more to you than 10 sons? We move to verse number 12. As she kept on praying to the Lord, Eli observed her mouth. Verse number 13. Hannah was praying in her heart, and her lips were moving, but her voice was not heard. Eli thought she was drunk. Verse number 14. And said to her, how long are you going to stay drunk? Put away your wine. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. So when we look into the story of Hannah, we are being told that Hannah alikuwa katika hali ambayo tunaambiwa kwamba hakuwa na mtoto. Na Hannah alikuwa katika hali ambayo unakuta mwenza ama mwenzake alikuwa ni mtu wa kumkejeli. Na katika hii hali tunaambiwa kwamba mume wa Hannah alikuwa anamwambia kila mara kwamba mimi si bora kuliko wale watoto ambao mwenzako wako nao. Na lakini hii haikutosha. Tunaambiwa kwamba Hannah hakuona kwamba yule mume alikuwa ni wa dhamana kuliko yeye kukosa mtoto. Ndiposa Hannah akaamua kwamba akaenda kumtafuta Mungu. Ni kwa sababu yeye ya kupata nini? Mtoto wake binafsi. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. So for us to be enlightened, for us to be stretched, it needs a stretching wide of the curtain. We have to be ready for tribulation. That we will not just say that since it is the year of situations that will need me to accept as they come, and I have to win them. When I asifiwe. So we have to agree, or we have to accept that tribulations will be on our way. That is from the book of Romans chapter 12. The book of Romans chapter 12 verse 12. From the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 12, the Bible says, be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayers. So what are we looking at? That when we are going to face tribulation, what is the way that I have to go with? Or wakati ninapata kwamba niko katika majaribu, nitafanya nini? Je, nitakata tamaa? Je, nitaketi chini? Tunaambiwa kwamba when I get that I'm in tribulation, and it will be well with us. And to point number 4. What do I need to do so that I should stretch wide my curtains? And to point number 4, we should be ready to take risks. We should be ready to take risks. In other terms, we talk of sacrifice. We should be ready to sacrifice. We're going to look into the book of Genesis chapter 32. Genesis 32, verse number 26. Genesis 32, verse number 26. The Bible says, "Then the man said, 'Let me go, for it is daybreak.' But Jacob replied, 'I will not let you go unless you bless me.'" 27. The man asked him, "What is your name?" "Jacob," he answered. 28. Then the man said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with human and have overcome." 29. Jacob said, "Please tell me your name." But he replied, "Why do you ask my name?" Then he blessed him there. 30. So Jacob called the place Peniel, saying, "It is because I saw God face to face, and yet my life was spared." Bwana Yesu asifiwe. So Jacob knew one thing, that this was the only man who could bless his life. Alijua kwamba hakukuwa na mwingine yoyote yule. Ndiposa aliamua kwamba sitatoka mahali pale mpaka nione kwamba amenibariki. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. For us to stretch our curtains, for us to stretch our curtains to be wide, it will need us to sacrifice. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. We will need to take risks. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Kwamba me and you, there is something that will not be usual, that will be needed to do. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Unakuta kwamba many a times, like for instance, that other day we were being told by our father that we need to bless our colleagues. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. But you get that some of us, it is not usual with us. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Kwamba there are those wenye si rahisi kutoa. Kuna wale wengine ambao unakuta kwamba ninajichukua bora kuliko mwingine. Na lakini when we want to be straight, it will mean that I'll go beyond what I think is right with me. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. So it means that I have to take risks, or I have to sacrifice no matter what. Pigia Yesu makofi. And to the last point, that is point number 5. For us to stretch wide our curtains, we have to believe in God. We have to believe in God. In other terms, we say that we have to believe the process. We will be looking into the book of Mark chapter 11. Not really Mark. Let us look into John chapter 14. John chapter 14, verse number 1. The Bible says, "Do not let your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me." Also Hebrews 11, verse number 1 to 6. Hebrews chapter 11, verse number 1 to 6. The Bible says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see." This is what the ancients were commended for. Verse number 3. By faith, we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. By faith, Abel brought God a better offering than Cain did. By faith, he was commanded as righteous when God spoke well of his offering, and by faith, Abel still speaks even though he is dead. Let us just stop there. So we look into it, we are being told that it is only by faith that we can believe unto whatever we have not seen. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Some of us will be asking ourselves, we have been talking about this saying that it is our year of enlargement. And somebody will be asking me, what do I have at going to enlarge? What do I have at hand? That I should know that I'm going to be straight. But here we are looking unto, we are being told that faith is believing unto whatever we have not seen. To mean when I believe that it is going to be well with me, when I believe there will be a fulfillment of this thing unto our lives. Let us stand on our feet. So this being the year of our enlargement, we have been looking at, we have been told that we stretch forth our curtains. And here we are looking into, before I look into that I'm going to be stretched forth, there are things that I have to undertake. Looking into one, I've been told that it is a personal decision. That I'm the only person that tonight